Hello, everybody. Okay, so look, we're going to take a look at Guide Track from the developer who brought us Different Drummer, Technomedia. Um, so first of all, when we open it, we're presented with this screen here where we can create our projects, view our recordings, and export them and what have you, and the MIDI files as well. So first of all, we'll create a new project here, and we'll call it Video Demo. There you go. And here is our project page. So it's very simple. I'll say guide track. It'll create guide tracks for you. It's not like for your finished product. Not even close. It's not the point of the. That's not point of the app. So guide tracks have been around for ages. Songs usually go through 3 or 4 stages of development. Obviously, so someone will be noodle on a guitar, make a few notes, which is what I did earlier. So, and then they'll make a guide track for the band to listen to. And then the band will make a demo, and then the demo will go into the studio where they'll finish the song. That's more or less how bands function, and they work. The Genesis were one of the most famous people for using guide vocals. It made no sense whatsoever. So they'd be jamming in the studio, which is how most of their sessions came about. Their songs, they'd be jamming along. Phil Collins would be just singing nonsense or making noises. So they'd be guide vocals, and then obviously you'd write the song and stuff like that, and ideas would come, and that's how things kind of work. So anyway, this is how this works, and it's fantastic for it. It's very simple. It looks a bit complicated, but it's not. It's really simple. So first of all, if we switch on this little speaker icon here, we can audition our chords. So that's at the moment is an A. Here is your position on your keyboard. So this is C4, and then you could go down to C3 or back up to C4. We'll leave it on C4 at the moment. Well, on A4 it is actually not C4. It's just that the 4's on C. But anyway, so first of all, to select our chord we want to start. Now I want to start with an E minor. So we just hit the E key there, and we select the little M, which is the minor chord. Now you can see all these chords you get here. Absolutely stacks and stacks of different chord shapes, and you can select all the different inversions of those chords as well. So that's really great, and it's very handy as well. But we're not going to go into too much of that because that's self-explanatory. You can see how that works. So the first chord I want to add into my song that I want to sort of make a guide track for is an E minor. So I've got that there, E minor. But I don't want it to be for a whole bar. I don't want it to go on for 4 beats. I only want it to go on for 2. So we'll go there. So we'll go down 2 beats, and we'll add that there. So we just add by hitting this. Now we can have a chord rest, a drum rest, a full rest, or we can replace our section if you like. Over here we have sections. Now I'll get to that in a sec. We have a little mixer here. And we have, if we hit this one here, we have a place to select our grooves. So I'm going to have a simple groove going. Now we can't change grooves as the progression goes, not in the first version anyway, but that's not really the point, it's just something to play around with. And I'm going to have it play with an electric piano. Now our play style can be different things as well. So we can have it just change, so we'll just play one chord and then change on the next thing. So we'll leave it on that for a sec. Now, my second chord is a C, so it's going to be C, and it's not a minor, it's a major, so big M, so C major, but it's also for just 2 beats, so we'll just throw that in there as well. And my second one is a G, my third one, sorry, is a G, and that was for 2 beats as well, and we'll throw that in there. Now, my fourth one gets slightly different. It's a D, right, but I only want it to play for 1 beat. So we'll put that in there. And my last chord is also a D, but it's a suspended D. Okay, so the D sus4 basically. So we just hit that there, and there's it. We auditioned our chord. I'm quite happy with that. So we put that in there for 1 beat as well. Now, I'll come to a bridge now. So I want a bridge from the verse. Now, of course, I could repeat that as well, but I want a bridge from the reverse for the verse into the chorus. So what I'm going to do is put an A. So I'm going to go to A there, and I'm going to have that play for 8 beats. Now I don't want it to be a sus A, so I want it to be A major. So there we go. And we can select the different inversions. I'm happy with that one there. Okay, so actually, let's see if it sounds better on with the. Yeah, I'm going to put it down there for C3. And a whole lot of information is here, as you can see. And I'm going to have that for, so I want to say, what did I say? A. Yep. So A3 major, and I'm going to have that play for 2 bars or 8 beats. And then it goes. Now I'm onto my chorus now. So my chorus can go back up to the 4th octave on a piano scale, on a piano keyboard if you like, and it's going to be a C. So hit C, and it's going to be a C major, and it's already there, so we can there. So that goes in, but I want this one to play for 2 beats. So when it goes, and then an E, let's see, no, an A minor, I think, A minor, yep, also for 2 beats, so that can go in next. Then we have an E minor, so E, and it's already there because I'm already in the minor key there, so that can go in. And then a G. Well, this one's not a minor, it's a major, so make sure it's major. And make sure it's G, Doug. Yeah, that's it. There you go. And my bridge then, I want a bridge to go back into the verse or a middle 8. But this is about as far as we're going to go because we haven't got a whole day. So select D, because it's a D chord that I want. And it's D major. And let me just see what it sounds like. Yeah, there. And I also want that to play for 8. So there we go. So in it goes for 8 beats. Now you can see all your information, how many beats you're playing for, what chord it is, what type of chord is, a major or a minor or what have you. And of course, you don't forget you can audition the chords so that you can go, oh, that sounds nice, that's great. So here we go. So at the moment you can see that we have our progression running out. If you notice down here, I have this little thing here which gives me the progression as well. Okay, so we can see that our A minor plays for 2 bars here. Our E minor and C minor are split over 1 bar, and then you can print this out. So you can send it wirelessly to your printer, give this to the band, or keep it for yourself to give yourself a good idea. It's another fantastic way of note making. We also have a swing down here. Okay, so let's just go over there, and I'm not happy with 90 BPM. Well, let's listen to it on 90 BPM. So this is how it sounds so far. Right, okay, so I think that's too slow, so I'm going to speed the tempo up here to about 110. We can tap our thing in as well. We have loads of different time signatures in there as well, but I'm going to stick with this and our little mixer. But I'm going to change I want to change the groove a little bit, so I'm going to have this play with electric piano 2, and I'm going to have it play on each beat. I can also select it to play like as an arpeggio, so dun 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 dun, that type of thing, And let's just change. I think I'm going to change this as well, maybe to funk. Okay, so I've made some changes to the sounds, the way it plays, and the style. So. Okay, I'm not happy with the drums. So let's try. And of course, you have all different types of drums. You have tablas, congas, shuffles, hip hop 1, hip hop 2. Let's try rock 2. And also, I think I'm going to change the sound as well. I'm going to change that to a rock organ. I'm going to leave the swing the same, and I'm going to leave it on beat. And also, I think I'm going to drop the volume a little on the thing. Now you can have a click track on the counting, but we don't need to do that. So here it sounds now. So I'm happy with that. That's good. Now, so it's all the same color, right? It was all sections, but I want to define the sections. Okay. So my first 5 chords, of my verse, and I'm going to make that section A. So we just select them like that, and then hit it, and that's section A. And you've got this little highlighted thing here, and I'll show you how what this does. My 6th chord was the bridge, so I'm going to call that bridge. I'm going to call it B, and then my next 4 chords with a verse, with a chorus. Sorry, so we're going to call that C. Okay, and then this was a bridge as well. So I'm going to. Sorry, I've got this chord thing on. Sample. We don't need that now, and I'm going to call that D. Now, I don't have to input everything again now. So what I want to do is, I want the next section. It's got to go back to the verse, yeah. So I'll just hit A, and it puts the verse in for me. Then B, and then C and D, and that's put all the rest of them in the right order. So now it should play twice. Should go back to the verse now. That's cool. So okay, so in this second, say for instance now I want to change something now. Say I want the E to play after the C. So we hit this edit here, and we can, there's a way to do this now, and I've forgotten how it works. That's it. We can move let's move our E here to there, like that. So in our second chorus, you'll see it goes, in our first chorus it goes C, A, E, G, and in our second chorus it will go C, E, A, G, because I've moved it. So that's done. Done there. Okay, so I can just scroll up and down now. And say for instance, well, I don't want to go through the whole song. I just want to listen to, say, from the second verse, just to see how it sounds. So we just select that one, and you see this little green thing is highlighted here, and then you press this play button here. And we should be on our last chorus now. Fantastic. And our fingers extended as well to suit. Okay guys, so that's done. So when that's done, it appears there is video demo, and once we've highlighted it, we can choose to send it off to email. If we can make a recording, a kind of live recording as well, and that'll appear there. And then we can also save it as a MIDI file. So that's Guide Track, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a super useful program, app, sorry. And it's great way to get your ideas down and present them to your band, or even for yourself. You know, just jot down the ideas, or like those chords, get them down there, and away you go. All right, guys. I'll see you later.